Marching away. The day has a perfect pitch to it. Warm autumn light filters through treetops, backdropped by a brilliant blue sky. Along Main Street, the distant rattles of drums and tuning horns are accented by a cacophony of conversation and laughter. Today is the annual high school homecoming parade. All is about to begin. Waiting for the shrill blast of the police siren to start the parade, I stand on a curb and watch the others gathered for the afternoon's festivities. Proud parents, local business people escaping from work, grandparents in lawn chairs, and young mothers surrounded by small children line the parade route in eager anticipation. "When's it going to start, Mama?" my 5-year-old son asks impatiently. "Soon," I reply. "Here, let's see how many red leaves we can find while we wait." My 2-year-old joins the search while the baby watches his brothers intently from his stroller. I watch my 3 sons' sweet faces alight with eagerness. In a few short minutes, the football team will be rolling by in hay wagon chariots, tossing candy as they go. Shiny red fire engines will blast their sirens, and elaborate crepe paper floats filled with waving teenagers will cruise by. Most of all will be the thrilling sound of the band. Colorful uniforms, flashy instruments, and joyful music will march towards us in one big mass. "I hear them," my oldest shouts. "Here they come," his little brother yells. Squealing with laughter, they lean over the precipice of their street corner curb for a better look. Even the baby strains his little face to the sound of the approaching music. In the distance, we hear the first snappy sounds of a Sousa beat. Muffled at first, the clear notes of the trumpets, steady cadence of the drums, and brash power of the trombones begins to emerge. All of a sudden, the band is upon us. Leaping back to the safety of our curb, we watch as a blur of color and harmony sweeps by. Clear clarinets, high-pitched piccolos, and booming tubas pepper their notes into the sky. Sailing by in their synchronized steps, the musicians flow steadily forward, sending their music aloft to dance in the autumn breeze. We clap and clap with excitement. Then, just as suddenly as they appeared, they are gone. We watch with some sadness as they march on down the street, wishing the brief moment of their music could have lasted a little longer. 12 years later, the day has a perfect pitch to it once again. Warm autumn light filters through treetops, backdropped by a brilliant blue sky. Today is the annual high school homecoming parade. The shrill blast of a siren wakes me from my reverie. The parade is starting. Today, I stand alone on the corner. I check my video camera to make sure all is set. In the distance, I can hear the muffled sound of mingling instruments and drums. My heart begins to pound with excitement. Waving red and gold flags suddenly appear mirage-like on the street's horizon. The notes of a familiar Sousa march begin to emerge. Here comes the band. Through the trilling flags, I spot the crisp white uniform of the senior drum major, my oldest son. Head held high, marching with smooth precision, he leads the band confidently down the street. Spotting me on the sidelines, he waves and smiles brightly. I wave back, trying to hold the camera steady. Too soon, he is past. Quickly, I search for my middle son, playing a trumpet in the fast clip of moving lines. "Don't let me miss him," I pray, as they march steadily along. There he is, smack dab in the middle of the band, concentrating on the trumpet melody. He struts his freshman independence by wearing his golf uniform to show that musicians can be athletes too. My camera lens catches him briefly as his line files by. Spinning around, I see my youngest son's middle school band approaching. I dash across the street for a better angle just in time to catch him in the center of the front row. Music memorized, cavalier hat at a jaunty angle, his eyes twinkling, he proudly plies the slide of his trombone for the first time in a parade. For a second, he passes before the camera lens before he too moves out of view. Not wanting the moment to end, I run clumsily down the street, video camera in hand, dodging spectators while trying to get another glimpse of them in their striding grace. But the marchers move too fast, and I cannot keep up. Finally, I stop and catch my breath on a hilltop street corner. The flowing current of red-coated musicians marches down the hill towards the sparkling river that meanders through our town. The late afternoon sun flashes against their brassy instruments. Standing still, I listen as the echoing pulse of the band's soft songs drift sweetly away from me. It is magical, this youthful music, full of promise and hope. It fills the afternoon with energy and beauty. The pull to follow is strong, but I hold back and let them go. In the dreamlight haze of the warm autumn light, I turn and head home, the gentle cadence of their music fading to a whisper.